Okay, the daily has officially begun. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, yeah. Okay, but I actually have a good amount to talk about because that every Monday, the day after my day off, you know what I did yesterday. My day off is Sunday. You know what I did. So the topic is anime. That wonderful thing known as anime. The Japanese cartoonish animated series from Japan. um so I'm still a little upset about one thing, which is one that the Tokyo Ghoul is like that show's over, that their season 3 has been completed. I didn't really like exactly where he left off, but I still think they'll probably go with more seasons, like a season 4 and so on and so forth. So because of that, I'm not that annoyed. But I still am slightly annoyed. So I didn't watch that. I watched the very last episode of Seven Deadly Sins, and it was okay. You learned a little bit about Meliodas. Okay, well, spoiler alert, like, he does come back because he has a curse from the previous Demon King, but then apparently his power devours his emotions. Well, it just makes me kind of curious because that would also devour, like, his both lust and happiness slash joy from killing people. Like, he said that he felt happy from killing the one dude. And I'm just like, oh, but shouldn't have that been consumed from using your magic? Why is it only the emotions that make you a good person that get consumed exactly? And I'm still, like, really curious why he even betrayed them in the first place. They said that they did it for that he closed his eyes for someone he loved, and then they, like, showed an example of it, and, like, people actually started to understand. But, like, who did he love? Like, was it Liz? Because I thought he just kind of, like, randomly discovered Liz when he was already on Earth. Before he became one of the Seven Deadly Sins, and then after that, he like reincarnated Liz, I guess, into Elizabeth, and blah blah blah. And for whatever reason, Elizabeth's like half angel. Yeah, but man, it had a pretty reasonable ending. I'm assuming that it's going to get another season because of the ending that it had. Because of the end. Okay. You're annoying me now. Because of the ending that it had, they will probably continue. It is a really good show, in my opinion. It's a lot of fun to watch. Boku no Hero Academia. They finally went to their, like, dorms and started talking to each other. They had big competition, like showing each other's rooms, and the dude's room that was basically the most boring won because of cake. I guess that kind of sticks with the theme of the show, but I was also kind of annoyed of, like, you really now? So yeah, that was a bit annoying, and I still find it kind of stupid. But overall, the show did progress. What else? I didn't enjoy the Froppy bit. Honestly, when she was, like, complaining, saying that she, like, closed her heart off, like, really, you closed your heart off to say something that simple? Like, I understand, yeah, it's kind of serious to these people, but at the same time, it really wasn't that bad. And, like, you closed your heart off to that, and like, you're literally crying because they disobeyed you. Like, I understand that, you know, they are a group and everyone just wanted to, you know, like, that made everyone uneasy. I get that, okay? Damn it. I was going for the long shot. What? It's a good thing the bots don't know how to activate that again. But as I was saying, I overall I just thought that the whole thing with Froppy and how she's so disappointed in them was just really stupid. Honestly, it didn't need to be like that. I definitely think that, yeah, they should have been like scolded in general, but I don't think that it should have been like that, where they just kind of like had Froppy cry and had to explain, like, she closes her heart and she just wants things to go back to the way they were, but like your flippin' heroes, they aren't gonna go back to the way it was. Like, you need to understand. And you need to understand that too, where it's like you can't expect everything to, you know, go the way you wanted to. And, you know, you need to realize that, yes, these people did go, but you also didn't even realize that they technically didn't actually hurt anyone. I don't really know if they broke the rules or not, but they technically did not actually fight. I would imagine that they held up the rules, but they could be very incorrect about this information. Stop shooting me, what the fuck? But so yeah, I as I said, I didn't like the Froppy bit. I didn't really like tear up. I didn't find it emotional. I didn't enjoy it. Like there has been a lot of shows that have gotten me to the point where I am like crying, and I mean like heavy tears, bawling my eyes out, crying, and this did not. And I thought there was definitely a whole lot of like really good emotional parts in the game, in the show, but I didn't think that was one of them. And I just thought, like, overall it was a pretty meh part that they could have just not put in it if they didn't want to, and it would have been the exact same. Dude, you minion blocked. When your ally minion blocks you is such a great thing. Okay, but then that was just My Hero Academia. One Piece stinking took forever and a half because I tried using like the regular website I used, didn't really work that well. Had to use Kiss Anime, and that kept like freezing and pausing. But when it finally worked, and it worked well, Well, which, yet again, we're kind of like getting closer to the end of the Big Mama arc. I don't think they're gonna beat her, but now she's down their darn throats, threatening them a lot. I don't know what they are going to do with her, though. Oh my god, Lux, I hate you. I should have flashed behind her.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, I just realized we don't have a top. Interesting. Okay, now, what else is that? I now am completely 110% caught up on Ruby. I watched the last episode of Season 5 yesterday. There are no more seasons that I am aware of. So I am 100% caught up on that. It did have a happy ending, like I kind of figured it would. Since it's been out for a while, I'm assuming, no one's gonna mind if I spoil this bit too, especially earlier when I was talking about Meliodas and everything too, so. But whatever the heck it's called. When Weiss was stabbed, I didn't feel anything. And not in the sense of I didn't like the characters, but there was an overwhelming amount of this character is not going to die. Like, there are certain things in shows that I know, like, you wanna put like a risk factor in it type deal. But then there are a lot of times where like, I wouldn't exactly say it's necessary. I did actually think it was kind of like a good idea there, but just because she is one of the main characters that you know is going to fight off in the end, you just don't really get the sense of, oh no, she might die. Like, you're not going to get the same effect as they did with Pyrrha, which I think they were kind of going for, but not fully going for. And because of that, I was just like, That, and I could tell from the beginning that John started flipping the fuck out that he was going to unlock his semblance right there. Like, anyone who couldn't figure out that John was gonna unlock his semblance right there needs to rethink a lot of life decisions, needs to realize this, needs to think about, how shows work, how shows develop their characters and everything, because, like, that was obvious the second he started flipping shit. Like, he was going, not again, and blah, blah, blah. And the second we saw Weiss, it was like, he's going to gain some magical healing power. Well, he didn't exactly, but close enough. Okay, they just keep throwing themselves at me one at a time. Okay, but, yeah, as I was saying, it's just, I don't know, What else? Okay, and then after that, I decided to get caught up on Fairy Tail, actually. Now you're probably thinking, I thought you watched all the anime for that. That's because I did. But what I didn't do is watch the movie, which is the movie Dragon Cry, which I knew it had a dragon. I didn't really know why it was called Dragon Cry other than because Natsu fights a dragon at the end of it. And that's really all I actually knew about this show. So yeah, Natsu fights his overall, it was definitely a good show. I don't know how I feel about it starting like in the middle. I'm not like against it nor for it whenever shows like start off their characters like at the end of the actual story, you know, and it's just like, and then this is how we got to this point. You know, like you might be wondering how we got to this point, and then like it actually explains how they got to the point. But that was like a bit mad. They just kind of showed him fighting a bird, and the fact that like he destroyed the cage he was in. Like I understand it was only stone, but like I don't think just his bare head alone, without him using any magic whatsoever, was really going to do much. That and the stupid like dragon 4th generation dragon slayers was the dumbest thing. Because well, like there's already been like 1st through 3rd, which, you know, the 1st is when you just get your powers from a dragon. 2nd is when they put a lacrima in your body. The 3rd is when you get your powers from a dragon and they put a lacrima in your body. And then like the 4th is apparently when you're a robot and then they put a lacrima in your body. And it was stupid. Like you barely even saw them fight. When you did see them fight, I would rate the fighting a meh out of meh. Because it wasn't bad, but I wouldn't really describe it as that entertaining. They just kind of appeared and showed that, haha, you cannot possibly kill us, for we are the strongest, for some apparent reason, because somehow a dragon lacrima makes us invulnerable to any attack ever. That don't make sense. But yeah, like for whatever reason, they were just. They weren't even like strong. They were just like invulnerable. And it was just a little bit confusing of like why they threw him in. You couldn't just like, I understand they needed a force to stop the dude in, but did they have to be 4th generation? Couldn't they have just been, you know, military of some sort? Maybe put in like black soldiers or something like that, or like put like actual soldiers in that black armor. And okay, that's what I meant from the first bit by black soldiers. I didn't I meant that as in like whatever the heck it's called, like soldiers that were in the black uniforms for the Lacrament people, or the whatever people, the 4th generation robots. That's what I meant by that. So that was Fairy Tail. I did Fairy Tail. Today I need to sink and change the car off. There are other shows that I want to be watching. No. That's what I meant to be saying. I need to like find more shows. Um. Hmm. Fuck. I'm actually gonna back. They're all coming up. Okay, but yeah, as I was saying, I need to find now more shows to actually watch, though. Now that I've finished all these shows, I have realized the thing known as I don't have any, like, backup ones. I could start watching shows that are, like, currently coming out, but I don't really know if I want to be doing that. Would it be a good idea, a bad idea? What would it be, though? Like, I just don't know. Dang it, I'm not gonna get there. Like, I don't really know any good shows out that are currently out, or some that came out in the past. There are some that I want to start watching, like here and there. There are some. Just in general, there are a lot of shows that I want to start watching. Potentially, I don't really know them by name. I know them more of like by image or something like that. Like just some random image that I saw of the show, and then like I saw clips of the show, and then I'm like, hey, I think that'd be a pretty good show to watch. So I would like Jesus, I keep like doing that, like starting a sentence and then just abruptly ending it, being like, hey, I didn't want to keep going or anything. Also, I decided to spend these, so I'm going to do that now. There's just shows that I am going to start watching now that I've technically finished a few shows with they themselves, just kind of ending this this season. And that, and like I finished Ruby, and I even finished the one movie I wanted to get done. Okay, then I want the happy little wolf. And then I don't know what I'll do with the rest. I'll probably just turn it on to Blue Essence or something. Rare, epic, mythic. Huh. Whatever. Okay, but yeah, why do I even have that? Shoot. Yeah, again, I just can't finish a sentence. That's really it when it comes to that, and now I'm going to go change my well, not change, refill the oil in my car and do all that hubbub. So thank you all very much for me talking about anime, or listening to me talk about anime, and I'm going to bid you all adieu, goodbye.